Another part of safeguarding is prevent. This is a government strategy which aims to reduce the likelihood of people, especially under 18s, getting drawn into radicalisation or extremism. Extremism is when somebody believes that it is okay to use violence to achieve their aims or support their beliefs. To give you an example, somebody might be an animal rights activist and think it's wrong to use animals in experiments, and that is fine. Anybody is entitled to have that belief. However, if they say that it is okay to put a bomb underneath the car of people working on animal experiments, that is extremism, because that is thinking it is okay to use violence to support your belief. Extremism can happen in many areas: religion, political ideology, homophobia, racism, and as I mentioned, animal rights. So that is what the government strategy is about, helping to reduce the likelihood of people becoming radicalised and extreme. In an ELT organisation, everyone is entitled to have a safe and secure environment where they can work, they can study, where they live, where they relax. All of that should be safe and secure. And those people should be protected from extreme views or actions. Prevent applies to everybody in an ELT organisation, to staff, to students, to homestays, to group leaders, to everybody. Part of prevent is knowing the core values that the government identified. They identified them as 4 core UK values, how society is organised here. The first one is democracy. The second one is rule of law. The third one is freedom of the individual. And the fourth one is respect and tolerance for those of other faiths and beliefs, especially according to the Equality Act of 2010. This is how society is organised. We live in a democracy. We have a rule of law that applies to everyone in the land. And we're lucky, we have a lot of freedom as individuals. However, it's freedom within the law. In the Equality Act, people are protected according to certain facts. For example, age, disability, race, gender, religious belief, sexual orientation, pregnancy or maternity, marriage or civil partnership, and gender reassignment. You cannot discriminate against people based on those qualities, and you cannot say bad things about people based on those qualities. Therefore, a student arriving in the UK may come from a country where homosexuality is illegal, and they may have strong views that are against homosexuality. In UK society, they're not allowed to express extreme views such as kill all gays. That is not okay in this country. Although prevent applies to everyone, to all adults and under 18s, it is part of this safeguarding training because it is a safeguarding issue for under 18s. If somebody is being groomed and exploited by adults to be drawn into radicalised extremist behaviour. The process that is being used is exactly the same as for sexual exploitation. It's just that the end is to get an under 18 involved in extreme behaviour. Adults have a responsibility to protect young people, protect under 18s from that which is not in their best interests. And extremism certainly isn't. That is why we talk about it in this safeguarding. Adults in an ELT organisation, therefore, must know about Prevent, know what it is and what the core values are, and also help their students to understand the core values and how life is in the UK. Most importantly, they must be on the lookout, they must be alert to any signs of extremist language or behaviour that might show a young person becoming involved. If you are ever worried about a person becoming involved in extremism, contact the safeguarding staff at your ELT organisation right away. The organisation will have links to the local police Prevent officer and will know what to do at that point. Prevent is about protecting everybody, and we must all remain alert and do that as best we can.